All right, welcome to our first Sam's Man commentary video. We are we're going to take a look at one of the matches that was happening at my house. We were getting together with my teammates and friends and just messing around. We got Jeff. Jeff is up to break, and he's using the brake pad, if you will, to help protect my table, which is much appreciated. So playing 8-ball teams, Scotch doubles, except for we're shooting twice instead of the normal once and switch. We're shooting twice, and so let's get at this. Let's get at this and see what we got going on here. Looks like he didn't make anything on the break. Um, there I am. I'm getting ready to shoot. Probably what I'm thinking is at this point, I'm probably either looking at shooting the maybe the 3-ball here, or let's go over to this video over here. The 3-ball here into this corner, coming off the rail and coming back up and trying to end right in here. Or there is another option where I could be shooting the 5-ball into the corner, trying to come up off here and end up right in here somewhere. So let's see what I do here. Let me get my stuff straight, and let's go ahead and get this going. All right, so I'm lining up, and ooh, looks like I decided to go the 5-ball route, but came up a little short. Shouldn't be a problem though, because we do have a couple options here. I mean, we've got this ball, but I think that probably since the 8-ball is above this corner side pocket, probably going to go for this ball. And yeah, so looks like I elected to go 2 rails to give it shape, which isn't horrible here. I guess what I would probably think about doing is if I was Bash, I'd probably end up maybe trying to, let's try to see this here. So we want to go ahead and maybe see if we can't, 3-ball in the corner there. Let's, again, over here, 3-ball in the corner. And then you want to come up table, and really you just want to be somewhere in this area here. Because you've got 3 balls up there that's going to give you an option for another shot. Plus, you do have this cluster, so those are some things you got to look out for. What you don't want to do is you don't want to run it straight up and get behind this area here. So you just got to be conscious of that. And so let's see what happens. Yeah, just as I thought. You have to be careful. Well, it looks like he's okay at this point. Probably 6-ball. This one, you kind of just want to float it in. If you go too far, you'll have a shot on the 5. And oh, you definitely tried to break that loose, which was a good thought. However, looks like it made it a little worse. So now we got me up, and probably I'm going to try to break it loose here, I'm guessing. And I tried and failed miserably. And of course, like I said, 2 different shots, 2 shots in a row. But now I'm thinking, well, what the hell am I going to do? Am I going to bank it? Looks like I got to. It looks like I got to curve it, so I'm maybe going to try to cut it, which is a pretty steep cut for me. A lot of times I have some trouble with those cuts. No, it looks like we're going to go ahead and use that Robin Dotson piece of crap jump cue that I bought 20 years ago. I never use, and I failed epically and tied up more stuff on the side. So I think it's not Jeff's turn. I think it's Jack's turn. Jack is a good buddy. We've known for a long time. He is one of the owners at Backroom Studio up in Lorton. And I guess he's discussing some important stuff here because he's not really getting up to shoot. I'd like to let's evaluate something for a quick second here. So he's got ball in hand, and I think that maybe probably the first thing he wants to do is address this mess. And I think that it's, there's a couple different options. You can try to place your cue ball here and run, looks like the 13 ball to the side, and then try to run your cue ball into the pack and break it loose. You could almost place your cue ball in this area, 13 ball up there in the corner, and then trying to stun it over and break it loose. You should have a shot on, one of these balls, if not this ball here. So probably definitely what we want to do is we want to break it loose and deal with that right now while you got ball in hand. So he's evaluating, and we're going to go ahead and see, and it looks like he is not doing that. He's taking another difficult shot to get that ball in the side pocket. I guess he's not really thinking about the breakout or the run out at this point, or maybe he just doesn't feel comfortable breaking it up because he feels like he might not. He might break it up, and his opponents, which is Bash and I, will get back on the table and finish things up. So let's see what he does. Yeah, it definitely looks like he's electing to take that one loose, and let's get the 8-ball a little closer into that pack. I feel like he still has another option. He could run that ball into the side with some top English and try to come into the pack. He could run the 13 ball up into the top right corner and a little bit inside spin. But again, breaking up that cluster is key to this rack. And I don't know what he was trying to do, but it just doesn't look like we have the greatest shot at this point. You could take that maybe it's the 13 ball and run it all the way down. This isn't a horrible choice. I mean, you're going to naturally get position on the 13 ball. And there's your position on your 13 ball. So, this one, I don't know that there's a lot of options. I think you're kind of destined to try to put some bottom English on it and slide over towards the other side over there and maybe make something happen, at least get it in a shot or work on a good position for a safety. And that's exactly what he tried, and I can't fault him for that at all. So Jack being the incoming player, he has a couple options here. I like possibly hitting the 10 ball and basically hitting the 10 ball up. I don't think you're really calling anything, possibly calling the 12 ball, but hitting the 10 ball up and at least getting it out of there and getting it close. Oh, look, hey, he's waving. Hi, Jeff. He's excited about the camera setup. This is a new camera setup, by the way, that I have in my room. And so Jack did hit the 10 ball up. Unfortunately, he did get it tied up with another ball. However, he is not left Bash a shot. So Bash is one of my team members. He's a low 400s Fargo. He's a pretty good shot, and just like all of us, we have our little things we got to work on, but for now he's really just trying to decide what the hell to do, which I'd be doing the same thing. I like the idea of breaking loose the cluster if you can here, but that's really not an option. But he definitely did a good shot, because at this point it looks like he could almost try to bank that 2 ball up into the corner. The cue ball will naturally get that 9 out of the way and hopefully give you a shot. It's not a guaranteed shot, but it is an option, and you still are leaving the opponent's balls locked up there. So looks like that's what he might be trying to do. You got to hit it with some gusto here. Yeah, he definitely hit it with some okay speed. I might have hit a little harder, and obviously he missed a shot, but that happens. So now Jeff has a perfect opportunity to basically just roll this ball up a little bit, break loose the 10 and 12, leave a almost impossible shot for the 2 ball, and let's see what he tries here. There we go. Well, didn't roll up too good, so now here I come, and I'm probably thinking, well, all I gotta do is make this 2 ball, and it's just natural. So let's see here if I can do that, and that's just nice and easy. And of course, there's the winning shot.